Hey guys, Ashley back from my last video, and so I'm going to try and keep this real short and simple just to tell you a little bit about the last week that I spent in New Zealand. It started out with a trip to Whakatane, and that sounds like a funny name for a city, and it does sound a little bit funny. It's spelled W-H-A-K-A-T-A-N-E, Whakatane. And so I took a 3-hour bus ride down to the city and stayed in a hostel. It was called Caribou Backpackers Hostel. It was a really cute little place, very homely, like old-fashioned music playing over the radio. It was really nice, and they gave me a really pretty cool room, which I shared with one other backpacker. And so the whole reason I went down to Whakatane first was because I had arranged a tour to White Island. And so White Island is an active volcano in New Zealand, and I had heard about this tour from somebody towards the beginning of my trip, actually, and I was always like, that sounds so cool, I really want to do that. And so basically the tour was you get to walk around this active volcano, which sounds a little crazy, but yeah, I was all down for it. And so I went down to Whakatane, and I had a day before my tour was scheduled to be booked. So I used the next day to do a hike, and this hike was really cool. I think it was about 6 hours total, 6 or 7 hours total. I took a little bit of time and sat in lots of different places and just checked out the birds, but you got to go all the way around the coast, and it was a loop trail that went basically around all of these really cool parts in the city. So you can see that in the video. Right, just got to Whakatane. This is my little hostel, or little cute little room with 3 beds. Not bad. Little heater. It's about to be sunset outside. Gonna go get me some food. I'm gonna miss you, New Zealand. So this hike went through lots of different scenic reserves and lots of areas where I could see birds, because I was really interested in trying to see lots of birds in that area. And it actually went through a place where you could see kiwis at night, which I'm really sad that I didn't get to visit it at night, but it was still cool to know that there were kiwis in that area. And so it went through lots of different scenic reserves all the way around the coast of the island, or the coast of that area. And it was just a really cool hike. It was a great way to spend the day, and I was kind of there by myself, so it was nice just being able to explore on my own. And I came back home and got ready the next day to go on my tour. So day of the tour comes, and we get loaded on the boat and head off to White Island. And I won't tell you anything because really the video just explains it all. But yeah, here's my tour to White Island. that tour was absolutely amazing, and I'm so happy that I got to experience it and, you know, get off the island safely. Though, recently, maybe a month ago, there were some other tourists who had been taking that same exact tour that I was on, and the island had actually erupted while they were on the island. And it was kind of insane to see that happen, knowing that I was there so recently. And it kind of really just makes you think, you know, anything can happen at any time, and you really just have to be thankful for the moments that you have. On the day that I went, it had been a heightened alert level on the island, but while we were on the island, they actually lowered it down one level, so it was actually safe for more people to be on there. But it really does just bring to home that when you go and do things like that, you are taking a risk, and anything can happen at any time. So, and even the scientists and the people who monitor that volcano weren't expecting it. So, yeah, I really send my deepest condolences to all the families and friends and everybody who is affected by those eruptions. It's really heartbreaking to hear about the lives lost on that island. After my trip to White Island, I had the opportunity to see some friends for the very last time. They were all headed back home, so I went to go visit them in Auckland, and we went to a beach up in the north part of the island. The name of the beach is escaping my head right now, but it was a really nice beach, and we saw some seals there, and I got to spend some nice last-minute quality time in Auckland with some friends I had made in New Zealand. After I met up with those friends, I went to go pick up my rental van. So I had rented a van from Spaceships rentals, which if you're going to rent a van, those vans are so cool. They have everything you could ever need to camp in there, and it was just really cool. They had like a skylight where you could look out at the top. The vans were in fairly good condition, and I had so much fun driving that around New Zealand. So me and another friend that I met, whose name is Fez, and she's from London and is doing her master's she is from London and doing her master's at the University of Waikato. And we met when she was a TA for one of my classes, and I asked her if she wanted to come with me, and she agreed. So it was really nice to have somebody with me there, because I was originally going to do the trip by myself, but she's so much fun, and I had so much fun hanging out with her, and we had so much fun traveling around the Coromandel Peninsula, which is on the east side of the North Island, and we got to do so many things. We drove around, went through forests, went on hikes. One of the hikes that we went to was the Pinnacles hike, and that was absolutely beautiful. That was how we started it, and then we kind of just traveled down down the Coromandel, and eventually met up with a friend. Went all the way back to the University of Waikato. I picked up my stuff, and then I headed back up to Auckland. Some of the things that I wasn't able, or well, not that I wasn't able, but I didn't just capture on video because I was kind of more focused on being in the moment, was we went to Hot Water Beach, and that was really cool because the water underground, you can dig a little pool for yourself, and it's heated by geothermal water. And it was really hot. Like, some of the places were actually boiling hot, so you have to kind of pick a place that's a little bit of the geothermal water and a little bit of just regular ocean water to get that right temperature. Even the pool that we built was pretty hot. But yeah, it was an absolutely amazing experience and a perfect way to end my last week in New Zealand. And there was one night in particular where we had parked on this area. We had parked our van, and we looked up at the sky, and there was just the most beautiful stars I've ever seen in my life, hands down. We could see the entire Milky Way, and it was cloudy white, and we were lying down in our van with the skylight open, and we could just see the stars so perfectly. And that was just a night that will stay in my memory forever. And then the next morning, we woke up and got out of our van to this beautiful sunrise, and the sunrise was overlooking the entire Coromandel town. It was, I wanted to cry at how beautiful it was, and honestly, it was very surreal, and I almost didn't even really feel like this was real life, but it was. And that night going into the next day was absolutely perfect. But yeah, I will stop talking and let you see the rest of it. So this is my week in a camper van camping around New Zealand. Okay, so it's been 2 days in our spaceship. Mr. Marty McFly. Got Fez here, rocking the breakfast. Look at that, we even got like spaceship cups. That's so cute. And get some coffee.
Oh, it smells
Oh,
nice.
I love this. Yay! Little powered kettle. Some crisps. anyways, that's it for my New Zealand journey. I hope you've enjoyed watching my videos and looking a little bit how my study abroad went. And if you're interested in study abroad, do it. It's so worth it. Like, the good and the bad, the ups and the downs. Like, get yourself out there and travel, because it will open your eyes and really make you realize who you are. So with that, I hope you've enjoyed watching my videos, because I've enjoyed making them, and now I have a lifelong memory of my time in New Zealand. So even though I hope this helps you, it's really cool to just do this for myself as well. And I really do recommend either videotaping, taking pictures, or blogging or something while you're traveling abroad, because it really brings you back to that time and that place where you were, and things that you may have otherwise forgot were right there when you need them. Anyways, thanks for watching again, and have a nice life. Bye.